Hey there, welcome everybody. This is CP Cards and Dice. Welcome to Tabletop Baseball TV. And we're right about to get started with game 117 in the 2019 Mets season. The Mets are 61-55, and they're 5.5 games back of the Washington Nationals at 66-49. So this is a pretty good matchup here. Noah Syndergaard is going versus Patrick Corbin. We're right about to get started. It's going to be Trey Turner leading us off, the shortstop, followed by Adam Eaton, the right fielder. Third baseman is Anthony Rendon. He's batting third. Batting fourth is Juan Soto. Batting fifth is Matt Adams, first baseman. Batting sixth is second baseman Asdrubal Cabrera. Batting seventh is the center fielder Victor Robles. Batting eighth is Yan Gomes, the catcher, and batting ninth is Patrick Corbin. So we're right about to start the action here at Citi Field in beautiful downtown Flushing, Queens. We're glad that you can all join us for the action. We stop we got the AC going. That's that loud noise you hear in the background. All right, we're ready to roll. So we're playing inside pitch baseball, and the way you play inside pitch baseball is you roll 2d6 and then a 20-sided die, and we're going to see what happens. Turner, we're going to read the red first, then the white 6-sided d6s. So we read the 5, and it's going to be off the we read the pitcher card first. So it's going to be a 5 and a 5, which is a strikeout. And then we look at the 8. It's going to be an 8. The ball field that we're playing at is Citi Field, and we're going to have to grab that one as well. Here it is. Okay, great. And that's going to be a +1 in strikeouts. So it is going to be a strikeout. Turner goes down swinging, and that's the first out. So let's slide this over a little bit. We got a little bit more space. You should be able to see everything. As long as I don't get my pulsating issue going. So that's a strikeout. All right, here goes. Next batter is Adam Eaton. Syndergaard looks in for the sign. He deals, and that's a 3-5. 3-5 is a potential hit by pitch. He's -3. That's a 14. So that's going to be an 11. And we roll a 16, so there's no hit by pitch. Now we're going off Adam Eaton's card. A 5-2, that's a fly ball left field. That's J.D. Davis out there in left. 2 up, 2 down. Anthony Rendon. That's a 4-4 off Syndergaard, and that's going to be a potential KO. 1 is strike 3, and that retires the side. So Syndergaard picks up a couple of strikeouts. No runs, no hits. Love inside pitch baseball. Love it. Moves fast. No charts. Jeff McNeil leading us off. It's going to be McNeil, the second baseman, followed by Rosario, the shortstop. Alonso in the third hole at first base. Batting cleanup is J.D. Davis, the left fielder. Ramos, the catcher. Batting fifth, batting sixth is Michael Conforto, the right fielder. Batting seventh is the third baseman, the Todd Father Frazier. Batting eighth is Juan Lagares, the center fielder. And batting ninth is the pitcher, Thor Syndergaard. And it's going to be a 3-1. A 3-1 is line and caught by the first baseman, L3. And next is Ahmed Rosario. That's going to be a 6-6, and that's going to – oh, wait, I'm going the wrong – I'm sorry, guys. Got to go the pitcher first. I knew there was something wrong there. 5-6. 5-6 is a potential strikeout. A K won't be a strikeout. Let's roll off McNeil's card now. 6-1, and that's going to be line base hit right field. So how do we get rid of that? I've had some issues with my whiteout. There we go. It came back to life. All right, so it's going to be a single for McNeil. He's on at first. Next is Ahmed Rosario. A 54, a 5-4. It's a K plus and it's 18. The plus makes it, versus a lefty makes it an 18, put 19. So strike 3. Rosario strikes out. Pete Alonso That's a 56. That's a K, and a 10 will be a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks for Corbin, and it's J.D. Davis. It's a 5-1, and that's a walk plus. Walk plus versus a lefty, that's an 18. We roll an 8. So first and second, Wilson Ramos. It's a 1-4, and that's quite double question mark in a 16 versus a right-handed batter. He's going to be off that right-handed batter. It's a 4-9er. 4-9er is line base hit right field. This may score McNeil. 2 outs. McNeil is a base running 3, and the right fielder is eating a -2. Uh-oh. So that's going to be a +1. Let's see. Right field. It's going to be a +1. Single to right field is a +1, plus another 1 for being 2 outs. That makes him a 5, but then he goes back down to 3. And we are going to try to score here on that single to right. Let's see what happens. We're going to roll 2d6 on the throw chart. Let's see. All right, a 1-6. So the 1 is going to take us to the 1 chart, and then runner advances. If roll is less than or equal to the trailing runner's BR, the trailing runner advances on the throw. If it is higher than the trailing runner, they hold. Okay, so it's an RBI single for Wilson Ramos. Lines it to right, and being waved around is McNeil, and the throw to the plate is not in time. Stopping at second base is going to be J.D. Davis. So it's a 2-out RBI single that puts the Mets up 1-0. Now this is a crucial series for the Mets here. They're down to the Washington Nationals by 5 games, 5.5 games, I believe. It was 4.5 yesterday, but they lost that game. Michael Conforto's up now. That's a 3-2, and that's going to be versus a righty. That's a K. Versus a lefty, it's a blank. And I could have left that 13. Doesn't matter. All right, 53, and that's going to be a fly ball left field. Racing in is Soto, and he gets there, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up 1 big run on 2 hits and a walk. They lead at 1-0. All right, Noah Syndergaard to Juan Soto. And that's a 4-3. That's a potential home run in 11. Versus a righty. That's a deep drive to right field. Back goes Conforto to the track to the wall. Looks up, gone. 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. And game is tied. Juan Soto. All right, Matt Adams, 61. That's a potential strikeout, and a 6 will be a K. 3rd K for Syndergaard. Asdrubal Cabrera, one of my favorite players, 4-5, and that's an error on a grounder, potential error on a grounder. It's a 2-4. It's going to be a fly ball center field, and running it down is Lagares. F8. Victor Robles next. It's a 6-4 range play. Range play ballpark. That's going to be a 6-4. And a single to left. The left fielder, J.D. Davis, is a 1. We rolled a 6, so that's going to be a hit. He's going to try for second. And we're going to roll to try for second. Which his speed is a 4. And it's a 6. He's out at second. So it's going to be a 7. It's going to be a single. And it's going to be 7-2 out at second base. And that retires the side. 1 run on 2 hits. Tried to stretch a single into a double. It gets thrown out. And that's how the baseball bounces. All right. Patrick Corbin versus Todd Frazier. 34 range play. And range play 53. It's a star line 2, and that's a ground ball to the shortstop. Shortstop is a 3, and it is a 3, so he's going to make the play. Over to first in time. Juan Lagares, 3-4. It's a range play again. And a 3-1. 3-1 is a question mark. Question mark 8 versus a lefty is going to be a ball that may be caught. What do we roll? A 2, and the center fielder. The center fielder is a. Wait a second. So 3. Okay, the center fielder is a 3, so he will make it to that ball and makes a nice catch in the gap to rob Lagares of a double. And now it's Noah Syndergaard. So 1-4, and that's question mark is 6 versus Noah Syndergaard bats lefty. Oh, it's just going to be past the hit range. It's going to go to Noah Syndergaard's card. And a 4-5 is a ground ball and through the right side for a base hit. Syndergaard's on with a single. It's going to be a 4-5, and it is S4. 2-out single. And that's going to bring the top of the order, Jeff McNeil. And a 6-5 is a potential K, and a 5 will be a K. And that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit, and we go to the top of the third. Syndergaard versus Gomes. 4-3, that's a potential home run of 15. Won't be. And a 1-6er that popped up. Second baseman, McNeil is there. Makes the catch. A 5-4 is going to be a range play. And a 2-4 is a fly ball center field, and that's run down by Lagares, F8. Top of the order now, Trey Turner, who struck out in the first inning. 3-1, it's all tied at 1 here in the top of the third. And the 3-1 is a potential K at 10. Won't be, so we're rolling off Trey Turner's card. 5-5, that's a fly ball right field. Towards the line is Conforto. He gets there. 3 up, 3 down. Ahmed Rosario leading us off. 2-4, K plus, 12. Strike 3. Second time Rosario struck out. Corbin, 1-2 is a K, and a 6 is a strikeout. Back-to-back Ks. J.D. Davis, 3-2. Again a K. T won't be a K. We roll off Davis, a 1-6, and that's a ground ball to third base. Rendon fires the first in time. No runs, no hits. Go to the top of the fourth. Syndergaard, 3-4, range play. And that's going to be a 2-1. 2-1 is lined and caught by the shortstop, L6. All right, it's Rendon, 6-2, and that's going to be ballpark. See what happens. We're going to roll on the ballpark. So 4-6, and that's going to be popped up. Ramos throws his mask away. He's there, makes the catch. Dangerous batter goes down easily on a pop-up. We're in the top of the fourth, all tied at 1-1. That's going to be a blank. Off Juan Soto, 5-2. That's a fly ball. Center field on the run is Lagares, and he catches up to it, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Patrick Corbin. Here's the pitch to Ramos. 3-3, and that's a potential strikeout, and 8 won't be. So we're rolling off Ramos, and a 3-1 is a ground ball, second base. Up with it is Cabrera over to first in time. Michael Conforto, 6-3 is a K plus and an 8 strike 3. And that is 2, 3, 5, number 6. 6 for Corbin. And it's the third baseman, Todd Frazier, 5-4. And that's a K plus and 18. His K goes up to 19, 20. That's strike 3. Number 7. Wow. So Corbin is on fire. Syndergaard, top of the fifth, 1-1. Adams, 6-6. That says blank. We go off Adams. 5-3 is a fly ball left field. Davis settles under it. Squeezes it for the out. 1 up, 1 down. Next is Cabrera. His card is stuck. That's a 5-6. That's a 5-6 is a potential strikeout, and a 9 is a K. And that's K number 4 for Syndergaard. Victor Robles next. That's a 6-4, and that's a range play. That's a range play ballpark. It's going to be a 5-6. That's going to be a fly ball. And that's going to drop. Is it going to be a double or a single? It'll be a single. Drops in front of Lagares. Did not get a good jump on that ball. A 2-out single for Victor Robles. He's going to try to steal. Does not get the lead. Yan Gomes. It's a 2-3. That's a potential K, and a 15 will not be a K, so we're rolling off Gomes. That's a 3-1, and that versus a lefty will be a single versus a righty is a chop to the first baseman, Alonso. He's going to take it himself, 3 unassisted, and that retires the side. No runs, 1 hit. All right, both these pitchers can go 24 batters, and we're coming around the second round, so we're still good. Patrick Corbin to Juan Lagares. That's a 2-1. That's an error on a throw. Error on a throw is a 2-3, and it's a star line 2, which is a ground ball to the shortstop. This may be an error on Trey Turner, and it is. Is it a 1-base error or a 2-base error? Let's look at Adams. Adams' range is a 3. And, oh, nice scoop by Adams to keep it from going past him. So that's going to be an E6. And we're going to get a bunt now. And we roll a 4. That's going to be a successful sacrifice. We'll use that 4. And that 4 sends it to the first baseman. So it's going to be 3 sacrifice, 3-4. Over to second on the sacrifice. All right, Jeff McNeil. And that's a 1-2. A 1-2 is going to be a potential K and a 3. Strike 3. Big strikeout of a dangerous hitter. And here goes. Patrick Corbin, 4-5. And that's going to be versus a lefty is a K+, but versus a righty is a blank. And that's a 5-3. That's going to be line base hit right field. This may score Lagares. Let's look at what Lagares is here. Lagares is a 4, so there's 2 outs. That's a 5. It's to right field. That's a 6, but it's a -2, so 4 or better will score him on the first die, and it's a 2. He is safe at the plate. Throw not in time, and the Mets go up 2-1. RBI 2-out RBI single by Ahmed Rosario. All right, Patrick Corbin to Pete Alonso. That's a 6-2, and that's a K+. K+ is strike 3, and that retires the side. And that's his strikeout number 8 and strikeout number 9. Wow. But an unearned run comes in. So it's 1 run on 1 hit. And the Mets lead at 2-1. Top of the 6th. That's a 6-1. That's going to be a potential strikeout. Corbin, the pitcher, is up, so he will definitely strike out. Trey Turner's up next with 1 out. And it's 6-6. That's, again, a potential strikeout, and it is a strikeout. That's number 5 and 6 for Syndergaard. 2 outs, top of the 6th. 2-1 Mets. 2-4, that's a strikeout, potentially, and a 14 won't be. We're rolling off Eaton, and that's a 6-1, and that's a ball that's pulled down the line into the right field corner. And after this, Conforto bounces away from him. Eaton is thinking about going to big turnaround second, changes his mind. The throw to second, not in time. So that's a 2-out double for Adam Eaton. And now it's Anthony Rendon. Always dangerous, Anthony Rendon. That's a 3-5, and that's going to be a potential hit by pitch. He's a -3. Rendon is a 14. That would be an 11. We rolled a 13. We just got by that. But now it's dangerous Anthony Rendon. 4-5, and that's going to be a fly ball center field. On the run is Lagares and runs it down, and that retires the side. So that's no runs and 1 hit. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. So that's going to be 18, 19, 20, 21 so far for Syndergaard. He can go 3 more before he becomes fatigued. Patrick Corbin versus J.D. Davis. That's a 4-2, and that's a tired single, so it's not going to be a result. And a 6-2 is going to be line base hit past the diving Rendon at third base. All right, what's up, bud? My dog is a little bit upset. Wait, bud, what's the matter? Huh? What's the matter? Hmm? Here, get in your chair. Get in your chair. Here. Come on, chair. Don't bother me. All right, so it's one on, nobody out. Davis singles, and it's Wilson Ramos. All right, come on. Hold on 1 second. Oh. I'm going to take a quick sip of, what's it called? This is called the Bai Antioxidant Cocoa Fusion. My daughter got me into this, college-age daughter. All right, what's going on here? Hope everybody's doing well. Alan Shaw, great to see you, Alan. Amish Gaming, good afternoon to you, sir. Great to have you guys here. All right, let's see where we are. Bottom of the sixth, inside pitch. Love this game. I think I bought the whole season with every player on PDF for $17. And I print them out at my own leisure. I can print out 2 or 3 sets. If I drop one, if I lose one, if I spill coffee on one, if I tear one, I can write on them. I can do whatever I want. I can draw on them. All right. Let's see. Wilson Ramos. Patrick Corbin versus Wilson Ramos. Patrick Corbin's got, this is his 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 22nd batter. All right, here goes. That's going to be a 3-1 versus a righty. It's a blank. That's going to be a 5-6, and that's a ground ball past the shortstop between short and third into left field. Davies is going to stop at second. So we got some action in the bullpen. Still early, sixth. So we're going to see if we can get a couple more. He's up to his 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You can go 24. You can go one more. And it's a lefty coming up, Michael Conforto. So let's see if we can go through Michael Conforto. Here's a pitch to Michael Conforto. It's a 5-6. That's a potential K at 12. Will be strike 3. That's his 9th strikeout. And now he becomes tired. So we are – I didn't want to do that. Now he becomes tired, so we are going to go to the bullpen. Did not have the intention of doing that, but we're going to go to a righty, Fernando Rodney. So Rodney's coming in. And he can go 4. So we'll see what happens. Okay. First and second, one out. The Todd Father, Frazier. That's a 4-5. 4-5 is a ballpark. Ballpark is a 3-3, and that's going to be a star line 3 with your ground ball to the third baseman. Could be a double play. It's a 2. They're halfway is a 3. And let's see what happens. We roll a 4, so it's not going to be a double play, but it will be a fielder's choice. So it's a 6-4. Fielder's choice, first and third now. That's batter number 7 there. Okay. And Juan Lagares is up against Fernando Rodney. 2-1 Mets here in the bottom of the 6th. It's a 5-1. That's a blank. See what happens. Lagares, let's see if he can come through big. Line drive, base hit, left field. That's going to potentially score. That scores 1 for sure. 3-1 Mets. And stopping at second is going to be Frazier. RBI single by Juan Lagares. Mets are up 3-1. Love this, love this. Now it's Noah Syndergaard. And Noah Syndergaard is 18, 19, 20, 21. He goes 3 more batters. So we're going to keep him in there. He's going to bat 3-3. And that's a potential error. And a 6-6 is a K. So that's a strikeout, no error. And that retires the side. But the Mets pick up 1 big run on 3 hits. And they lead it by a score 3-1. We go to top of the 7th. Noah Syndergaard's still in there. He's going to be facing Juan Soto. That's a 5-2, a potential wild, so that's a foul ball. 5-2, foul ball again. And it's going to be a 4-5, and that's going to be an error on a grounder. And a 4-1 is going to be a ground ball to the first baseman, no error. Just too high as a 20. 3 unassisted. 1 up, 1 down. Matt Adams, 1-5, and that's a potential K. And a 2 is strike 3, and that's strikeout number 7 for Syndergaard. And now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's a switch hitter. He's batting lefty versus Syndergaard. That's a 3-4, and that's a range play. So we're going to roll right here, and it's a ground. It's a blue range play, and it's a fly ball center field and run down by Lagares, and that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down. Go to bottom of the 7th. And it's Rodney's going to be facing Jeff McNeil, top of the order. 4-4, that's wild. So we're going to roll again. So 1-2, and that's a potential strikeout, and a 6 is a strikeout. Third time, McNeil strikes out. I'm going to say O'Neill. Rosario's next. That's a 3-2. That's a potential error on a grounder. And a 6-2 is a fly ball center field. So it could be what we're going to use that. First, we're going to use that. Then we're going to have to roll again, see if there's an error out there. So an 8 versus a right-handed pitcher is going to be a ball that's pulled down the line into the left field corner, and it's going to roll away from the left fielder Soto. Around second is Rosario, and he's hustling to third base. Here's the throw, not in time, triple. 1 out, triple. For Ahmed Rosario, now there could be an error. So we're going to roll for that error. Oh, and no error. So he stops at third base. Pete Alonso. Infield's in for the Nationals. And this is his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he is now fatigued. 3-6. And versus a righty, that's going to be a potential walk. A 9 will be a walk. And we're going to bring a new pitcher. So he goes basically 1 inning. Rodney goes 1 inning. And it was 5 1/3 for 5 1/3 for Corbin. And the new pitcher, I believe, is going to be Strickland, Hunter Strickland. He'll be facing J.D. Davis. Okay, here goes. First and third, infield is in. J.D. Davis. That's a 2-3, and that's a potential home run. An 8 versus a righty is going to be a potential home run. So now we're going to re-roll. It's a 12 on J.D. Davis's card. Anything less than a 12 is a deep drive to left field. And, oh, no. So no home run. Let's see what happens. 4-5, and that's going to be potentially a hit, and it will be. It's going to be base hit to center field. That's going to score 1 run. And Alonso's going to stop at second on that. RBI single by J.D. Davis. Next is Wilson Ramos. 5-1. And that's going to be double question mark, and a 12 won't be anything. And now we're going to Wilson Ramos. See what happens. 5-6 is going to be ground ball past the outstretched glove of the shortstop Turner for a base hit. Now Alonso is going to have to stop because Alonso does not have – I don't think he's a good base runner. Alonso is a 2. No, he's going to have to stop. So it's going to be bases loaded. Bases loaded for Michael Conforto. Here's the pitch. Infield is in. It's going to be a 5-2, and that's a range play. Uh-oh. Range play. And a 2-2 range play is going to be a fly ball left field. Will Soto get there? No, it drops in front of Soto. Will it be a single or a double? Oh, it's going to go in for a double, so that's going to score 2. Stopping at third base is going to be Ramos. 2-run double. And the Mets now are up 4-5-6. Mets are up 6-1. Big RBI double from Michael Conforto. Drops in front of the left fielder, Juan Soto, who's a 3. All right. So Hunter Strickland can go to 4, and he's down to 3 already. He's allowed 3 hits. Frazier, and he could go 2. So, so he's already past his bedtime. It's going to be Daniel Hudson. Daniel Hudson can go 4. Frazier. And that's going to be 3-1. That's a potential K plus, and that will be a strikeout. So out number 2. And it's Juan Lagares. Juan Lagares has an RBI single. Here's the pitch from Hudson, a 5-6. That's an error on a throw. And a 3-3 is a ground ball to the second baseman. It will be an error. Is it a 1 or 2 base error? And that's a 1. Oh, nice play by Adams to keep it from getting past him. So it's going to be an E. What did I say it was? A 3-3. Error on the second baseman. As Drupal Cabrera makes an error. That's the second error of the game for the Nats. And that will allow a run to score, I believe. Yep, the second and third. So that's going to be an unearned run. And first and third for Syndergaard. Syndergaard's out of gas, so we're going to have to bring in a pinch hitter for the Mets. Let's see what the deal's going to be there, who that's going to be. And I believe I can bring in Adeiny Echeverria. Let's see if we can find out who the Mets were using in that game. The Mets are using Aaron Altair. That's who I'll bring in to pinch hit. Aaron Altair. He's there. All right. So Altair is going to come in. Daniel Hudson versus Aaron Altair. Here's the pitch. It's a 6-1, and that's going to be versus a righty, a K plus 15, strike 3. 2 strikeouts for Hudson, and that retires the side. But the Mets pick up 1, 2, 3, 4. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 hits and an error. And they lead it by a score of 6-1. Outstanding. I am a happy camper. I'll tell you, I'll do a dance right now. That's what kind of happy camper I am. Now the Mets are going to bring in. Who can we bring in here? Let's see who the Mets bring in the next game, because this game is kind of a little bit out of reach right here for the top of the 8th. So let me bring somebody in who's not my main guy, like a Lugo. I'm going to bring in. Oh, Brad Brock is back. He's here now. Brad Brock. I don't know. I haven't seen his card though with the Mets. I may have to search around for that. Let's see. Where are the Mets cards? I just had them. Is that it? Yeah. I don't have Brad Brock. I have Avilan, and I have Gazelman, and I have Wilson. They all pitch in this one. I don't see Brock. I don't have to search around for him somewhere, and I will start searching. He joins the Mets around this time, and then he stays with them. And he was actually re-signed this year. And I don't see him here, so I wonder where he is. Avilan is in there. And Wilson. Let me find Gazelman. We'll bring Gazelman in. I don't know why. Here's some more players. Let's see. I got Wilmer Font. There's Gazelman. He's in. All right. He's going to face Victor Robles. So Syndergaard went 7. Whatever that is, you have 1 run on 1 hit. 2 hits, 3 hits, 1 run, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run. Walks none, struck out 7. So they had a nice outing for Syndergaard. Oh, I gave it 1 home run. All right. So Robert Gazelman is going to face Victor Robles. Here goes. 1-2. That's a hit by pitch, +7 and 30. So he gets plunked. So hit, batter, right on first. Gomes, 3-5. And versus a righty, it's a blank. So we're rolling on Gomes. And it's a 3-6. That's a flat to right. Conforto's under it, makes the catch. Gonna have a pinch hitter. And that's going to be Gerardo Parra. Gerardo Parra is coming up. It's a 2-5. That's a blank. And a 6-4 is going to be a star line 4, which is a fly ball to left field. 2 away. Top of the order. That's a 3-4. That's a potential K, and a 2 is strike 3, and that retires the side. So no hits and no runs. We go to the bottom of the 8th. McNeil leading us off. Daniel Hudson is the pitcher. And that's a 6-2. 6-2 is a star line out of some kind. That's a 6, and that's a fly to right. He is 1 for 5 today, McNeil. All right, so Hudson's going to be tired now. That's a 1-4. That's a potential strikeout, and that is a strikeout. 2 outs. Just want to get him through this inning. That's a 3-6, and that's a strikeout plus it. Strike 3, and that retires the side. No runs, no hits, top of the 9th. And Gazelman can go 5. He's already gone 4, so we're going to try to get him through this one as well. 6-5, and that's going to be wild, so that's a foul back. 6-5, again, a foul ball. 6-2 this time. 6-2 is going to be a potential strikeout, and 18 won't be a strikeout. And we're looking at a 1-2 on popped up, right side. Alonso there. Puts it away. Eaton with the first out. All right, Gazelman, 5-5. He's tired now. That's going to be a potential K. 15 won't be a K. Anthony Rendon, 6-1, and that's going to be ground ball past the shortstop into left field. 1 out single for Anthony Rendon. That's his first hit of the game. Gazelman to Juan Soto, 4-5, and that's a potential error. And a 1-3 is a star line 5, which is a fly ball center field. Won't be an error. And Gazelman to Matt Adams, 6-1. And that's a tired single. It will be a single. And over to third base is Rendon. First and third. That's Drupal Cabrera. It's a 4-2. That's a ballpark result. And the ballpark is up here. And it's a 3-3, and that's going to be star line 3, which is a ground ball to third baseman, Frazier, over to second, and that is the ball game. Let's win it. Hallelujah. No runs, 2 hits. Zellman goes 2 innings. Allows 2 hits, no runs, no walks. Hit a batter. Picked up a strikeout. So Syndergaard's going to get the victory. That was a fun little game. It was a quick little game. Mets win it by a score of 6-1. 2 errors for the Nats, no errors for the Mets. Hits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 hits for the Nats. And for the Mets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 hits for the Mets. They had their hitting shoes on. And that's a ball game. So the Nats, 1 run, 5 hits, 2 errors. The Mets, 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors. Syndergaard, 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 7 strikeouts, no walks. And Corbin's going to get the loss. He went 5 1/3, gave up a bunch of hits, some runs, and he lost the game. And this is CP Cards and Dice, and I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I love one of my favorite games is Inside Pitch. I love this, and I'm going to play a couple more games. And then I'll go back to my 1971 replay of the Oakland Swinging A's. But I think these are my 2 go-to games right now, Inside Pitch and Deep Drive Baseball. So that's what I have on my table more than anything else right now, and that's what I'm really enjoying and getting into. And I'm printing out a bunch of cards and having a blast during this quarantine. Derek, Dodger Royals fan. Hello, brother. I hope you are doing well. This is a short video. It was a 42-minute game. I went really fast at this. I really enjoyed it. I had a bunch of changes, three pitching changes for the Nats. I went pretty fast. There was a pinch hitter as well. You know, I try to play modern baseball. I try to kind of be conservative and not make as many changes as I could. That's how I play. That's how I like it better. I still try to be realistic. Like I did bring 4 pitchers. I mean, total Washington had 4 pitchers in there because they're only allowed to go like 4 batters. So I'm kind of stuck. I try to hold off as much as I can to get it, you know, to minimize how many pitchers I'm going to need. But it never really works out that way. Once guys start getting walks and hits, then everything, it's like a house of cards on me. So anyway, this is CP Cards and Dice for Baseball Tabletop TV. I hope you enjoyed it. Mets now pick up a game. They're 4.5 games behind the Washington Nationals. I got to input this game and replay baseball PC, my system that keeps track of all my stats and simulates all the other teams. I'm going to input this game, and then I'm going to play another game. Let's see who the other game is going to. The next game is going to be. It's going to be Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom is going to go up against Anibal Sanchez. Oh, that's going to be a great game. This is a Sunday night game, August 11th. All right, guys, stick around for that one or check it out later. And I will see you soon. CP Cards and Dice saying adios for now.